Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Strawberry Shoggoth and today we'll be taking a look at Hyperdevotion Noire, Goddess Black Heart. This is a chibi-styled SRPG spin-off to the Hyperdimension Neptunia series. And just as with the Hyperdimension games, this is a PlayStation Vita port to PC. Since it is a port, there is quite a lot of DLC available already at launch, but most of it is costumes and overpowered weapons, so I'd skip most of it. The exception is the 4 additional characters that exist as DLC, which might be worth picking up just to get access to a couple of extra missions and a couple of extra characters. With that said, let's take a look at the options menu. So, we have system settings, message speed, auto scroll speed, background music, sound effects, voice volume and voice selection. Personally, I prefer the original Japanese voices mostly because the English voices, at least to me, felt a bit cringe-worthy. Quite possible that the Japanese are cringe-worthy too, but since I don't understand what they say, it doesn't matter. Another reason is the fact that the lip syncing is made for Japanese, so the cutscenes look a bit weird with English voices, since the facial movement is in no way related to what is spoken. Other options, we have some battle options, auto deploy, sorting method for the auto deploy, we have camera rotations, which I'm really not sure what it does, because as far as I can tell in game the camera rotates very freely and not in step of 8, as this suggests. We have the grid, which can be displayed on or off. I prefer to have it on because, well, I like having a clear representation of where on the map things are in relation to each other, so yeah, I run the grid on. You can change the color of the grid basically however you want, but white is very easy to see on the battle maps, so I've been running that. And we have the C challenge display, which displays a dialogue box when a character completes a challenge. Some of these are really easy, such as move 25 steps during combat, and others might be a bit harder. I like having these displayed because usually they give you bonuses, for example, increases the agility of a character and so forth, so it's nice to know when something happens. Here we have some more options, mostly on or off options, so skip effects, double speed, quick move, skip lily boost, display max HP and display max SP. Skip effects, I don't really see a reason to skip the effects or the quick move unless you've played for a while, since you can just press the confirm button to skip these anyway. Now, I could see a reason to remove it after a while because, well, it might get a bit tedious seeing the same things over and over again, but after some hours I still haven't gotten sick of it quite yet. Skip Lily Boost. This might be worth deactivating after a while, just because the Lily Boost cutscenes are a bit repetitive in the end. As for displaying the max HP and SP, I can't really see a good reason to turn that off, because, well, how will you know which potions or items to use if you're not sure how much HP or SP a character is missing? I mean, sure, it makes things a bit harder, but I'm not that much into punishing myself. For video options, we have kind of the classics for a PS Vita port, or at least for the Hyperdimensions, that's Hyperdevotion series. You have full screen, windowed or borderless full screen. We have a number of resolution options going all the way from 640 x 480 up to 1440 times 900. Also the 2715 times 1527. All with a various different levels of frequency available to choose from. So quite good actually. We have edges on or off. I see no reason to turn it off because I like it on. We have detailed shadows, not sure how detailed, but sure. And some type of anti-aliasing. Now, not a clue which type, but seriously, does it matter for this type of game? It's not like it's the ultimate in graphics exactly. It's a nice graphic style, but it's not super high polygon count ultra graphics. It's anime style and it's chibi style, so of course it still looks good. And finally we have the option to use either a controller or keyboard and mouse. Personally I prefer to use a controller because, well, the game was made for a controller style experience, so that's how I think it works best. Now, with that said, let's load our game. As you can see, I played about 5.5 hours. Now, I'm only at the 3rd chapter and I've reached level 13 with Noire, so barely the beginning. Here we have the hub area that you unlock quite early, where we have pointless characters we can talk to a bit. Not that they're saying anything really useful, but at least they exist. Top of that, we have access to the shop to buy and sell stuff. We have the mission HQ, where we select missions. As you can see, we have a couple unlocked. You can rerun many missions, but as you see, they are marked on the right if they're complete or not. The top mission with the star is a story mission, and those cannot be replayed once completed. We have Disc Dev. If you're familiar with the Neptunia series, you know what this is. Basically, you create items or game discs. So first you have to select your empty medium, for example a flash memory. Then you have to select chips. This one can take a level 4 blue and a level 4 red. Actually, I don't have any level 4 blues or level 4 reds, but I'm sure I'll get them eventually. I should make some discs, but not right now. Or, you know what? Let's make a cassette. It's kind of good. Now, we can make a DC-ROM. As you can see, the different chips give the item different abilities. The fan disc, for example, reduces enemy blunt resistance. Pachenko reduces enemy pierce resistance, and action increases the counter rate. For blue chips you have other things, for example increased defense versus dragon, more increased defense versus dragon, increased defense versus lots of different things. And here we have the red one, chip switch, gives you, for example, increased drop rate, reduced LP usage, increased defense, yeah. Lots of different fun stuff. Then we have the Basilicum. As you can see, kind of not much to do here. Or well, we have lots of things to do here, but just not quite yet. It's the Sim Noire. Where we can use our sim points too. As you can see, buy stuff. You want to buy something? Well, we have quite a few sim points. Let's buy a boombox. And yeah. As you can see, we have quite a lot of stuff here for the basically, well, I'm not sure I want to call that, but dating sim part of it. The CPU hotel, where we can see cutscenes, listen to the music of the game, or watch some of the pictures we've unlocked. Lots of stuff. Also see quite a few of our party members there. And finally we have the item led, where we can use items we found in game to create stuff. Something I probably should be doing a bit more of, but not right now. Or, you know what? Let's create the Excel lance. Yay. And then we go here where we have, you can see we have our items. Quite a lot of items actually. We have equipment, which is where we're supposed to go now. Here you can see the chibi art style of the characters. This is how they look in the battlefield. You can also check their equipment, and if we press Y here, we can see the stats of the equipment that's available. You can also see the difference compared to other items we have. Now, we made a spear, so let's see here. The Iron Lance, which is our old weapon, would reduce strength and intellect but increase tech. The Excel Lance, however, increases strength and intelligence and tech but reduces vitality. Let's equip that. As you can see, she has no disc equipped because I'm lazy. I should create more discs, but once again I'm lazy. Yeah, we also have status here, where we can look at the stats of our characters. The library, where we can find lots of stuff. Total playtime. Character challenges. You can see quite a lot of challenges too, as we talked about earlier. The Lily ranks. Now, basically, by using skills while close to other characters, you build Lily rank between them, and also status. As we can see here, I have some Lily rank with Neptune, Bird, and, well, yeah, Comp by Tiara too. But the smiley is all purple, so I haven't gone that far, and I have no BFFs yet. Which, as far as I understand it, increases the bonuses you get even further. Monster info, here we can see monster, well, info. Yeah, monster info, as I said. Not surprising. You can see what they drop, and other such stuff. Character info. Yeah, basically the bio of the different characters. Good to have, but not essential for gameplay. And Histy's reports, where we can, well, basically look at the tutorials. So, with all that said, and all the silliness looked at, I have to say the humor in this game follows the same style that the Hyperdimension Neptunia games does. So, if you dislike the tone there, you're probably not gonna enjoy this. Let's go take a look at the mission. Yeah. How about we stop the crop crusher? We accept the mission. And off we go. So first we have to see the win and loss conditions of the mission. This one's simple, it's a defeat all enemies, and losing is by having all your allies defeated. Some of them have other objectives, for example, destroy certain things on the map, or completing it within a set amount of turns. Let's go to deployment. So, as you can see up to the right, this mission allows us to have 4 units. We have to assign our units, and first we have to assign a leader. There are leader effects based on which leader we assign. So, who should we have? I have a couple of new friends since my last mission, because I unlocked a bunch more, but let's pick Noire. She's after all the main character of the game. Then we have to pick some characters to fight with us. Let's pick, yep, those 3 because they are newly unlocked, so I want to check them out. After picking our units, we can position them, but we had kind of a limited option on where to put them, so I guess that's fine. And then we begin the battle. First, let's zoom out a bit and change the camera. Yeah, that'll be fine. As you can see at the top of the battlefield, there are 2 treasure chests on this map, which we can attack if we get close enough, and that will give us the items inside them. So, first we have to choose who goes first, and let's pick Leaf. So, what we can do now is we can move, we can attack, we can use a skill, we can use an SP move, we can use an item, we could lift an item if we were close to one, such as a box for example, or we can just wait our turn. Since we have no enemies close, we will start by moving, and I want to hit that guy, so move up here, then let's do a regular attack at the black eggplant. You see, she gains 1 experience now. She has done what she can, so we have to wait, and we choose our direction. Let's wait facing that enemy. And we go to our next character, Lid in this case. Can move her up here and attack the same target. A critical hit, still not enough to kill it, but getting close. And then we have this lovely lady. Let's move her up here. And we can use this skill. Let's use Thunder on the character. Here we have the Lily rank cutscene. As you see, it was short, but it gets annoying if you have lots of Lily bonuses over and over again. That's an overkill, and we get character leaf and some money. And also 4 experience since you killed it. Then let's move Noire up and attack. Now this is quite a simple map with quite simple enemies, so it's not the worst possible thing, but yeah, over there you see one of the lower boxes that you can lift up and carry and throw. You can use them at occasion to simply make it possible to get up large heights. Now once we've finished, we go to the menu and we end our phase, and it becomes the enemy's phase. As I said, this is quite a simple map, so the strategy isn't that much. On larger maps you might have to be quite a bit more careful, make sure you position sensibly, not moving too far forward so that you won't gain aggro from all enemies, and so on. Most enemies won't move unless they're close enough to get in attack range. So you can move up slowly to simply kill them off as you move along. As for the chibi style, I know there are people who dislike it, but I feel it suits the type of game, since you really don't want to have full size models on these kind of maps. Oh, there we have a character challenge completed. Because frankly, larger models would make it harder to actually get a good overview, and we want a good overview. I almost forgot the chests. Now, as you can see there, I simply skip the running by pressing the confirm button. Where do you want to go? You want to go there. And wait. And then we can use our... Let's use a Hurricane Fist. No, that would kill all of them. 100 Fist. Let's kill the poor character. And we have double Lily bonus for 2 characters. Basically, kissing people on the cheek gives them bonuses and builds up friendship. I'm not quite sure how that works, but that's how it is. And now, let's see. Hyperdevotion Noire is quite fast, so she can get up here and hit this treasure chest. Unlocks quite a few items, which is not at all bad. Then you can move up a lid and open the other chest, giving us some more nice loot that we can use to craft things. Then, what skills do you have? Nothing really fun, so instead let's use her. I mean, it's really not necessary, but I want to try the Hurricane Fist. The cutscenes can also be a bit annoying, or rather the ability effect, so I can see why you want to shut them down after a while. And here we have the MVP of the battle, some additional bonuses we get, and after that we get to see who leveled up. And so for Neptunia leveled up, even though she wasn't in the battle, she still managed to get some experience and level up, which is nice. And then we return here. Now for story missions there is a bit of more, well, story, usually in the standard Hyperdimension way of delivering, which is cutscenes of mostly standing still to the girls talking to each other with slight movement. All in all, that's about it for Hyperdevotion Noire Goddess, Black Goddess, whatever. I actually forgot the title. So, if you think this looks interesting, well, I'd suggest buying it now while it's still on sale. And if not, well, at least now you know it's not something for you. So, have a good day, and let's see you next time.